First time posting here, so bear with me. It's a long read, but IDK, I feel like it's all important. TL semicolon DR at the bottom. I, 30F, have been together with my partner, 30M, for 2.5 years currently. Lived together for the past 2 years. For some context, we are both high earners, him more than me, living in Scandinavia. We own a flat centrally together and both work from home. No kids or pets. We are both avid hobbyists: music, dancing, gaming, restaurants, friends, etc., etc. Recently, my friend, 30F, brought up the topic of marriage with her partner, 30M, and after snooping around, I found out her partner is planning on proposing in a couple weeks, even though they have only been together for 2 years. I'm super happy for her, and I think they will be an absolute great match. However, when she asked me about my relationship with my partner, I was caught off guard and simply stated that we are in it for the long haul, and I can't imagine spending my life with anyone else. Following this, I decided to discuss the topic with my partner a month ago, just to see where we stood on this together. I mentioned that I would also love to get married at some point. I thought that we were on the same page on this, but it turned into a huge discussion, where he basically confessed that he isn't sure if he sees us going long term. At least not the marriage part, but he still loves me and wants to be with me. He listed some aspects of our relationship that he wants to work on, and that we have to get couples counseling for him to feel comfortable enough to get married. Mainly, he explained that he feels very negatively affected by my mood swings, even though they aren't aimed at him. For example, if I'm upset with work, my hobbies, or my struggles with acne, he feels bad and starts spiraling mentally himself. And he isn't sure how to deal with this. He mentioned that there has been a lot of ups and downs for the past year. Stress from moving apartment, being upset over my 3-month-long bronchitis, tearing a hip muscle, and not being able to do my main hobby of dancing. He also wanted more solitude at home, to not be disturbed when working chush gaming, so he felt that he had time to recharge socially. I can understand all of these concerns, and I think it's valid to work on them, but I was honestly shocked because I felt like these were quite minor inconveniences. Nothing large enough to warrant not getting married. And is it wrong for me to be scared/sad/angry over health issues and leaning on my partner? Or being snappy if you are in a bad mood? I never yell. I tend to get more quiet and broody when I'm upset. For the past month, I tried really actively to address my actions and behaviors. I would hide my negative emotions and try to be extra happy around him. Before asking or discussing anything with him, I would say, "Hey, are you busy right now? I have a question to raise, but it's okay, I can talk to you later if you want to." I would make sure not to disturb him during his weekly Sunday game sessions. I also had a big deadline come up for work, so I communicated clearly that I'm going to be very busy and try not to be moody about it, but OBV it might leak out here and there. Yesterday, he asked me to pick between 2 different couple therapists, and we ended up discussing the topic further. Suddenly, he was complaining that I don't do the small stuff for him, that I don't offer snack plates when he is gaming or show affection in small ways, that I am slow to respond to his texts, etc. I told him that I was trying to give him space, not disturb him, but am feeling like he wants paradoxical things from me. I have a hard time knowing when he wants me to be affectionate and when he wants me to be alone, because he never communicates anything. I'm just supposed to read his mind. Apparently, he and his gamer BFF make it work flawlessly, so I should too. Question mark, question mark. Then he basically told me that he resents that he does a bunch of things for me to make me happy, even though he didn't want to do them. His example was when we were traveling to Japan last year, and I got FOMO from dancing. So he agreed to book a practice room, and we trained a bit. I was completely taken aback. He is angry with me because I wanted to do something a year ago, and instead of simply saying that he doesn't want to do it, like an adult, he plays along, but then resents me for it secretly. And then he sits there, playing the perfect partner, saying that everything he does is to make me happy. I told him in an angry but calm voice that he needs to learn to fucking communicate his wants and needs, not act in my best interest, and then, secretly, hold it against me. I told him that I want a partner that wants to marry me, not pretend to do shit for my benefit, and then hold me accountable for something I have no idea about. He apologized for that and said that this is all part of why he wants us to go to therapy together, so we can learn to communicate better and avoid creating this resentment, to avoid going through our shitty childhoods. I have agreed to try couples therapy, but I have to admit it felt like he forced my hand a bit. And now, I'm afraid of resenting him for this whole shit. The cherry on top is that he is planning to get me a ring for my birthday next week, even though I have never asked for a ring or for jewelry. I feel like it's some kind of twisted joke tower consolidation price. I'm not gonna marry you, but here is random ring for your birthday. I love him with all my heart, and I honestly can't imagine spending my life without him, even if he acts stupid sometime. He is very kind and attentive, and has got a bad bone in his body. But I also am not sure what to think of all of this. I feel like he is looking for some fairy tale relationship, where Noon is ever sad or has bad days. Is it a bad sign to go to couples therapy after only 2.5 years? If he ever proposes to me, will I be able to be happy then, or will I remember this charade and be angry? TLDR, we are on a cruise on our babymoon. I'm 5 months along. My husband tells me he's not sure about anything in his life, including everything with me, and tells me he's having issues feeling attracted to me because of my weight. We are both 28. I'm F, he's M, together for almost 10 years, married 2 years. I am currently on my baby moon with my husband. I'm 5 months, and this is our first baby. A couple of days ago, he was acting weird. The day before, we had so much fun. I nag him to tell me what's going on, and he tells me that he's not happy with his life. Where he is in his life, including with me. That he's not sure about anything, and that he feels like he can't be his authentic self. That I'm often being rude with him and snappy, and he feels like I don't appreciate him. It really hurt to hear that he is feeling this way. I love him so much, I don't want to make him feel that way. We talked for hours in our room and tried to solve the problem. We were getting somewhere, and then he said, "By the way, I'm also struggling with my attraction to you, because I am overweight." He said he just wanted to let me know that it wasn't just who I am, but also the way that I look. I haven't been able to stop crying. It's been 3 days, and I'm still on this stupid damn cruise ship, stuck and panicking. I wake up panicking and go to sleep crying. I feel like I'm in a living nightmare. He's an amazing man, and has been so supportive, and we've been together 10 years. I really do love him, and I know he loves me too. He says he loves me, and he's always going to be with me, and that we're going to get through this. But this pregnancy has already been so difficult, and now I have that on my plate too, with the only person that was holding me together. Now I can't look at myself in the mirror. I feel so ugly and unwanted. He's been telling me that I'm beautiful and yada yada to try to help. He keeps saying everything is going to be okay, but I'm the one who was just told that I am a flaw in all regards. I cried so hard that I threw up. I really feel like I'm in a nightmare, and I just want to wake up. I've been dealing with so many things. It's my first pregnancy, and many other family issues right now. I just feel so caught off guard, and stupid, and disgusting. I even hate myself for not being able to get my shit together right now. Like I'm just failing continuously. I don't know what to think right now, honestly. I feel like I'm glad he was honest, but the timing and manner of it all feels so insensitive. What do I do to be able to move forward from this? At the start of April, I, F24, broke up with my long-term boyfriend of 6 years. Our relationship was toxic, very intense, lots of highs and lots of lows. He can only be described as angry man, and I lost myself when I was with him. A couple months ago, I met someone new, M28. He went to my high school, so we have a social connection there. I won't say it's been easy, getting to know the inner workings of someone new after being conditioned for half a decade. This new man and I have been incredibly open and honest about our experiences and what we want in the future. He's respectful, soft-spoken, and we get along. Yesterday, after I spent the weekend at his, I realized he has a couple of habits that I'm finding hard to adjust to. I've been advised by my grandma that I'm being too critical, but I think it comes from a place of protection. Anyways, this man does not brush his teeth at night, and last night I struggled to be in close proximity of him because of this. I asked him if he was going to brush his teeth, and he said nah, and I just told him I thought that was a bit strange. My ex was very thorough with his oral hygiene, that this stark comparison has just spun me out. The other thing is that he's very affectionate and talks to me in a baby voice. I know some women adore it, but again, it's so foreign to me, and I don't find myself overly endeared by it. I appreciate when he talks to me in his usual voice, which I find very lovely. I'm extremely attracted to him when he's being serious or passionate about something, but the over-the-top babiness is just not me. He enjoys expressing himself this way, so I don't feel like it's something I can just point out. Is it because I'm accustomed to my ex who was inconsistently affectionate, rigid, overly masculine, and driven by rage? Truthfully, I'm afraid my past has skewed my perception of what I deserve. I suppose I feel really out of my depth, and I'd like to receive some insight into what I can do to stop myself from sabotaging this because of a couple different habits. I like him. I'm just struggling to adjust to the novelty. TL, new guy I'm seeing, has a couple habits that I'm struggling to adapt to. How can I stop myself from overanalyzing and potentially sabotaging a good connection? TLDR, 30M, introvert. Live with my partner, 31F, extrovert. She's kind and loyal, but I carry the emotional/household load while she pours energy into friends, school, and her calendar. I'm often left with burnout and crumbs. Has anyone worked through this imbalance? I, 30M, introvert, have been with my partner, 31F, extrovert, for almost 3 years. We live together, and I truly care about her. She has a big heart, shows up for people, and tries to build a full life. But lately, I've been struggling with what feels like an emotional and logistical imbalance in our relationship, and I'm not sure if it's something we grow through or a deeper sign of misalignment. Here's what I mean. I carry most of the emotional/mental household load, planning meals, paying bills, scheduling things, keeping track of shared responsibilities. It doesn't feel like we're running the house as a team. It feels like I'm the one running it, while she floats in and out of the shared responsibilities when convenient. Her calendar varies month to month. Between school, social events, and everything else, her energy is usually spent before she even gets to us. I know her social life and independence matter to her and help her stay upbeat, especially since her close friends are also extroverted. Things gets planned abruptly, but I often feel like an afterthought. When there is time, I get what's left over, not what's intentional. I never tell her to cancel events, etc., because I don't want to get between that, but trying to maintain home is vital. Now I'm not saying she's out every day. Intimacy feels lopsided too. After nights out or packed days, she's emotionally spent. I'm left with scraps of energy, emotionally and physically. And when I try to bring it up, it often lands like a surprise to her. She'll say things like, "I didn't realize it affected you that much." But I'm tired of being the one always initiating, reminding, prompting, and holding the emotional structure together. I don't want to become resentful, but I can feel it starting. She's not a bad partner, but I'm starting to wonder if she fully sees me, not just as her boyfriend, but as someone she's building a life and a household with. I'm trying to approach this with love, not ego, but I'm feeling tapped out. Has anyone been through this always something dynamic? Did your partner ever see the pattern and shift? What helped you stop feeling like the household manager? How did you know when it was time to walk away or keep working at it? This isn't about control. It's about partnership. And honestly, I'm scared this version of us won't survive marriage or kids. I'm here for real advice from people who've actually been through it